Hey guys, it's Prisma. Welcome back to episode 3 of Halo ODST. This time we have a new beacon to investigate. Over down there, quite a bit of a longer walk this time, and more of the city has opened up for us to explore. First, let's make our way out of this building, shall we? Now, if you recall, I did pick up a beam rifle the last time we were out in these streets, but I was debating how to do this. I decided to do a fresh start each time, because that's how I did Halo 2, so it felt better to just be consistent with it. Oh, by the way...
Oh no, we're done here!
Yep. Nowhere's truly safe in this city forever. It is occupied, of course. And sadly, even if you go back into the room to check, the beam rifle will have despawned in between levels, but that's okay, we don't really need it. For this excursion, at least. And there's some workarounds. This is me just showing off that, while some of the city has opened up, some of the city has closed down. But the city itself seems interested in guiding you where you need to go, which is right out here. Now, you can play like how a normal Halo player would. You could just follow the beacon to the next objective, then at the end of the level. What I decided to do 2 different playthroughs of these street levels. One playthrough will be me just going through to the end as fast as possible, while still showing off the story and such, and the other will be me showing the secrets that the city has to offer. So this is the...
Hold the creature still! Place the charge before I lose my grip.
So this is the playthrough where I just go through the city.
It's armed and ready to explode if any human gets too close.
Where I just go through the city to get to the beacon.
Let it do the prophet's work.
But this encounter is scripted. You always encounter one of these strange creatures here. There's 2 ways... Okay. So... Okay, there's a lot of stuff to explain, so... I'll just let it play out. Okay. So now that I'm just fighting some brutes, I can explain a little bit. So that floating squid thing, the one that appeared at the end of mission cutscene in Tayari Plaza, that is, well, mild spoiler, but it's just easier to talk about. They're called engineers. They are a new addition to this game, but they did appear previously in the book First Strike, which was released in 2003, before even Halo 2 came out, so they've been a part of the series for a while. They're called engineers. The way they work in this game, they scan around, and if they see you, they go on alert. If they go on alert, they provide Covenant forces in the area with overshields. That's right, overshields. Like, like you had back in Halo 1. So they can definitely be pretty dangerous. They can make encounters a lot trickier, although luckily overshields don't protect against plasma pistol overcharges. By the way, you'll notice the city is making all this noise right when there's a Covenant patrol right ahead. And there's some object glowing in yellow, but we're going to ignore that on the beacon playthrough. We'll worry more about that on the exploring playthrough. So just keep that locale in mind where it is, because it'll be important later if you're somebody who wants to explore the city. Objects highlighted in yellow will be very, very important. By the way, your map can actually point out where, like, there are enemies moving around. It's a useful tool. Like, maybe if you don't see enemies with your eyes, you can use the map and see them. Very helpful for dealing with jackal snipers, and that's another reason why jackal snipers are less of a threat, because you have a map that points them out. An omniscient map. even if you're just going to the beacon, there are multiple ways to get to the beacons. I'm choosing this way because it's there's less resistance here. Yeah, but as you can see, the rookie nighttime segments are more about stealth and sneaking around and avoiding fights. Like, I just completely walked past one of the fights that I could have fought if I went down the right path. By the way, not only is the city locked down by, you know, the city, like, whatever thing is helping you, the Covenant also block out permanently parts of the city with their shields. Okay, so back to the engineers. They provide overshields for their Covenant allies. There are two ways to kill them. Number one, you can kill them by overcharging them with a plasma pistol shot, and it will make their explosive harness go haywire, and they'll blow up. Number two, which is what I did in that footage back there, you kill the brute commander in charge of the Covenant squad. Usually it will be the one with horns. You kill him, and then the engineer is set to self-destruct on its own. It's a little sad, but the only way to spare an engineer is to just completely walk past the whole encounter. You can't just kill the enemies and ignore the engineer, because, you know, probably not a spoiler to say not all of them are super willing to be suicide bombers, exactly. One of my favorite parts about the nighttime city is you can hear phantoms flying overhead. Although you'll want to be careful because sometimes they'll spot you and they'll drop off troops to fight you, and sometimes those are unavoidable. Like if I had taken the right path to this Uplift Reserve square, that would have happened. Also, almost got by a jackal sniper there. And as you remember last time, when you get close to the beacon, your screen goes all blue tinted and the weird noise starts playing. And the beacon's usually close by from there. So, if you just want to beat the level, it really is as easy as that. You know, 8 minutes into the video, we're already there. I will see you after the cutscene.
You're from Mickey? Dutch?
Negative.
We need to get above this crap. Link with the B-net. One of our drones must have seen where they hit.
Alright, so if you're somebody who just likes to see how to beat the levels, then that's the end for you. I will see you next time for Level 4, Uplift Reserve, or Level 2 if you don't count Mombasa Streets. But for everybody else, I have a special little surprise. So, what happens if you actually take the time to explore the city? You know, last time the computer mentioned something about, you know, comm data. What's that about? And surely there must be ways to get good weapons and actually keep the good weapons if you don't play through the entire game in one sitting. The reason I'm showing this part off again is because the first divergence point in the playthroughs is, it comes as soon as I step out the doors. So the city guides you over that way, but you might recognize this from the daytime level. This is where Tayari Plaza ended, where you found the 3 grunts shooting at Dare's pod. But if you go over here, you'll notice these vending machines spitting out coins, and the superintendent speaking to you. You find some of that comm data. So that one's very easy to find. So in total, there are 29 pieces of comm data throughout the city. That's right, I said 29. Kind of a weird number. And there's those strange cameras watching us again. You might remember those strange cameras from earlier. So the 29 audio logs. They tell the story of a woman named Sadie surviving in a Covenant-occupied city. It's quite a fun and interesting story. I'll be showing it off in the bonus footage at the end of the video. Man, this song is so good. It's called Deference to Darkness, or Deference for Darkness. Sorry, that was me trying to open the map. I kind of screwed that up. I'm definitely going to get that button wrong a lot. Okay, so there are 29 audio logs. If you're just going for like an achievement where you find them all, I'd recommend waiting until you've beaten the game. Then you can load up Mombasa streets and explore the whole city, and like at the same time. I'm going to show like how to get them as early as possible. So for now,
Hold the creature still. Place the charge before I lose my grip.
well, first I wanted to show off an alternate version of this encounter where I shoot the engineer instead of killing the brute captain.
Explode if any human gets too close.
One key point to keep in mind is that if you kill the engineer before he spots you, the enemies don't get their overshield, so that can be helpful. But yep, just a single plasma pistol overcharge. It begins its self-destruct sequence. By the way, on your main playthrough, if you encounter a brute with a carbine, I'd recommend replacing your pistol with the carbine just because of the longer range that the carbine has. It makes dealing with the jackal snipers camping out on roofs significantly easier, definitely. But alright, so, assuming that you're going for the audio logs as early as possible, like I'm trying to do, you can, after beating the first daytime level, you can get 5 of the 29 audio logs. They're pretty easy to find. Not this audio log cleanup session. We're back here again. You might remember I pointed out the yellow tinted object. That's the second audio log. But yeah, there's only 5 to collect at this point in the game. This session is pretty easy. Oh, also the music is different. You don't always get the same music when going through these levels. There's a really good song that I'm hoping I get in this playthrough, but if not, I'll just include it in the link of a video description or something. Once again, more coins that stop as soon as you collect the audio log, incidentally. But alright, the third one is a little bit more out of the way to find. This is the first one that you kind of have to... It's over here. It's the first one you actually have to kind of go looking for on your own. Like, if you're just going through the level, you probably won't see it. So this time I actually have to fight this encounter out.
There he is.
Figured I'd just show it off. Incidentally, encounters in the city, for the most part, they aren't scripted. There will be roaming Covenant patrols throughout the area. There will be, you know, kind of randomly spawned per playthrough. They won't always be the same. You won't always run into them. Just something to keep in mind. By the way, another thing. So that bubble shield over there, that is a feature that Halo 3 introduced called Equipment. It's the predecessor for Halo Reach's armor abilities, if you ever played Halo Reach. In ODST, the ODSTs can't actually use any of that equipment, so it's brute exclusive. The bubble shield is definitely the most annoying thing they can do, because it's basically invulnerable from the outside shield that just... They can camp underneath, and it lasts for a really long time, too. Anyway, third audio log's over here. Fourth audio log is even more out of the way. This one you definitely won't find unless you are specifically looking for it. But yeah, enemies have access to equipment. The bubble shield's one. That weird like light flare in a previous episode that a brute did, that's another one. Just... none of the stuff is like super dangerous. Oh, here's another new weapon. It's called the Mauler. It's the brute shotgun. In Halo 3, you could dual wield them. By the way, there's no dual wielding in ODST. ODSTs can't dual wield, something to keep in mind. It's an even closer range shotgun that does even more damage, but it's too close quarters to be useful, especially in ODST. So, fourth audio log is a little bit out of the way. I go over here. Well, first I go over here to kind of reset us. You might remember this intersection. You want to go around. You go back to where the steam was coming out of the street. You go around the back, and then that's where the audio log is. None of the equipment that the brutes can use is really too dangerous. So far, I think we've seen the bubble shield and the flare. There's some more intimidating ones later on, but for now, it's mostly the bubble shield and the flare, and the bubble shield is more annoying, and the flare is more annoying than, like, actually dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, you'll want to be careful going in here because the audio log is guarded by this brute who is... This is actually a new enemy. This is a brute stalker. They are the equivalent of stealth elites. And just like stealth elites in Halo 2, if you can get the drop on them, you can kill them before they activate their invisibility. You'll want to take that guy out as soon as possible because there's a bunch of grunts and jackals that will come on over, and some of the jackals are jackal marksmen. So... I suppose you could sneak around the brute and just go underground. By the way, the fourth audio log is in kind of a parking garage area. You could sneak around the brute, but I find it's easier to just kill him because I have had it happen where I went to go listen to the audio log and then he snuck up on me while I was listening to it. Kind of funny. This is just me picking up ammo for the carbine. I figured it wasn't like a huge deal to cut out, just so I can like better show where the audio log actually is. Yeah, like I said, it's in this weird parking garage area. And as usual, the superintendent draws your attention to it with things like car alarms and announcements over the PA, just things like that. For instance, I saw an enemy on the minimap, but I decided it's just like a grunt or something, so it's safe enough.
Fast, accurate diagnosis, or your money back. Collect your tickets.
But yeah, as you probably noticed, the machines that the audio logs come in aren't the same every time. Oh, and even more importantly, after you collect your fourth audio log, you unlock a supply cache, and this is the main reason you want to do it. Throughout the city, after you start collecting audio logs, you'll start unlocking more and more of these supply caches. Ones you've unlocked will be denoted with the superintendent's face, his little cartoony face. Yeah, like right there. We can't get to that one yet, but there actually is one within our reach. Right down here, right next to the beacon. And that'll be useful for the start of the next Mombasa Street segments after we finish with Uplift Reserve, which is the next daytime level. But before we go there is one more audio log we can collect at this point in the game. This one's pretty easy to find. It's right next to number 4. This is another reason to clear out all the enemies, because you have to come out here anyway to go get audio log number 5, which is over here. And as usual, the superintendent leads you to it. How mysterious. That's just a jackal marksman. Usually snipers won't be, like, roaming the streets or anything. They'll be on the rooftops. There we go. Okay. And then one last thing to show off what the... Oh, by the way, there's a shotgun over here. And then there's an awesome grenade throw. Oh, yeah. No.
Optican, healthcare on demand.
There's health packs all over the city. You probably won't be dying too much in these Mombasa Street segments. This was all recorded on Legendary, by the way. I know it probably doesn't seem like it, but these segments are more atmospheric. So I was going to cut ahead to the beacon, but I did remember there is one more secret. If you go into the alleyway, I got the alleyway wrong, but if you go into the alleyway on the left, you can actually pick up a early flare or flame grenade. As you can see I haven't really pointed it out yet, but in the bottom left you can see you can no longer carry 4 grenades of each type. You can only carry 3 of each type, but they're now 4 types total instead of 2 types total. Halo 3 introduced flame grenades and spike grenades. I suppose I'll talk more about them at a later date. For now, I want to show off the supply cache, and if you remember, that's me using my map to get the drop on the Jackal Sniper this time, to avoid a near death. And by the way, you'll notice he dropped his beam rifle off the roof. That's a lucky occurrence. But who needs luck when you are a thorough explorer? Yeah, you might... I pointed out those, like... That's just me, clearing out the enemies, because a patrol found its way up here. I was worried that Phantom was going to drop off more troops, but I guess he didn't see me. Anyway, I pointed out those cache structures before, those doors with the cameras in front of them. So, you probably saw, just to give an idea of how valuable these things are, like, I got lucky and the sniper rolled off the roof, but who cares, because you can just get 2 sniper rifles for free. And these carry over between missions, by the way. Like, even if I, let's say I go to Uplift Reserve, when I get back to the streets, that cache will still be open and I can go grab ammo and supplies from it. Although, you have to actually leave the streets for the ammo and supplies to reset, so you can't just, like, infinitely farm. But alright, that's how you get the first 5 audio logs, but now, how about we actually listen to what's inside of them? I'm going to be leaving you for a while. I hope you enjoy Sadie's story. The rest of the video is going to be Sadie's story.
Hello, traveler. Mombasa welcomes you. Anxious? Stressed? Please remain calm. Control circuits now open with pride.
Hello, traveler. The Mombasa Transit Authority welcomes you to Kikowani Station. How may I serve you?
1 ticket to Old Mombasa, please. Here's my card. Oof, no, scrap that. Traceable, damn it. Coins. Need coins.
Thank you. What is your final destination?
Magongo, if I don't get caught. Hell, if I do.
Thank you. Transport for 1, 2, Mogongo.
Oh, let's go.
Please collect your ticket.
Wait! Hold the doors, please!
All aboard. Train number 4.
Oh, that was
City
close.
Center to Old Mombasa. Now departing. Next stop, Makupa, Nairobi Road, Hope Station, and Mogongo, end of the line.
Almost there. Almost.
Emergency stop. Please remain calm. Emergency stop. Please
Damn
remain
it!
calm.
He found me.
Emergency stop. Please remain calm. Emergency stop.
Virgil, you
Receive
can't
me, Rock.
stop the train. There are
Emergency
other
stop.
people on board.
Receive me, Mark. Emergency stop.
Get it out,
Please
Virgil.
remain calm.
What are you doing, crazy lady? Talking to the train?
I wouldn't even be here if you hadn't kept turning all the traffic signals red.
Detour. Proceed with caution.
Whoa, wait. Train's talking back to you now? What the heck's going on?
Sir, I'm really sorry about this. I was just trying to get out of the city. Virgil, I am going to enlist.
Watch your speed. Children at play.
I'm 19. And besides, the UNSC is taking everyone it can get. It's exactly what Dad would say.
You know, train's got a point. A lot of soldiers are dying these days.
He's not a train. He's a city. A bad, bad city. That worked when I was a kid, Virgil. Open the doors now!
Now departing. Hope Station. Leaving. Hope Station.
Virgil, go to hell. Scratch that. Hell just came here. Virgil! Can you hear me? I'm on my chatter, but I'm off the train in Old Mombasa, and...
No parking. Violators will be ticketed and towed.
I know, I can see it! A giant Covenant ship just hanging above the city center. There's a kiosk on the platform. Makupa Station. Meet me there, okay? Excuse me. Sorry. Hey! Watch it, mister!
Please state your destination.
Virgil, give me eyes on Dad. Quick!
I'm sorry. I don't recognize that station.
Sadie, where are you?
Train station, Old Mombasa. Dad, there's a ship.
Listen, sweetheart. I wanted to tell you at breakfast, but you left so early. You know my latest project, the seismic survey for the new construction downtown.
Dad,
well,
there's a
Virgil found
Covenant
something
ship.
under the city. I've never seen anything like it.
Dad! Covenants are attacking the city. Do you hear what I'm saying? You've got to get out of there!
Don't worry. I'm 9 levels underground, and I built Virgil's data center to be very, very secure.
Fine. Then I'll come to you.
No, absolutely not. Stay exactly where you are. I'll have Virgil...
Sorry, Dad. There's something wrong.
This is a video connection, Sadie. I can see you making no sounds.
Right. Well, tough. Virgil, get that train going in reverse.
Sadie Indesha, I will not allow you to put yourself in danger. What's that noise?
Uh-oh. Incoming!
Sadie! Miss Endesha, is that you?
Commissioner Kinsler? Ow! Get off of me!
Officer Bradley, control this crowd before they trample her into the sidewalk.
Yes, sir. NMPD, everyone back off! I said back off! Are you hurt?
No. I'll be alright.
Bradley, get her inside!
Take my hand. We've got to go.
What the devil are you doing out in the old city?
There was something wrong with the train.
You don't say. I know all about Virgil and his overprotective urges, Sadie. Bradley, drive!
Yes, sir. What's our destination?
That's a very good question.
My dad. He's at work.
The data center below the Oni building? No, I don't think so. There are too many Covenant in that district. I'd like to take you somewhere much more private. Bradley, the partition, if you please.
Yes, sir.
Where are we going?
The police department has an emergency bunker outside the city limits. We'll be very safe.
That's very kind of you, Commissioner, but I can't. I'm sorry. If you would please, take me to the city center.
Such a serious young woman, just like your mother. New Mombasa's most passionate public defender. Too bad her last client really was a sick, murdering bastard. She had your eyes.
Virgil, stop the car!
As police commissioner, it's my job to uphold the law. And I'm afraid the city has very strict personal privacy statutes. My car is off the grid, Sadie. As far as Virgil is concerned, you just disappeared. Assaulting a police officer. That's a serious offense.
Don't come any closer.
Just like your mother.
Let go of me.
It's the end of the world.
Virgil, please.
Nobody
Somebody!
cares what happens to one lost soul. Officer, why are we stopping? Keep going.
Get out!
What?
You hurt me.
Let go of my coat. What do you think you're doing?
My job.
I hope that hurts, you son of a bitch.
Not as much as you're going to hurt when I...
Commissioner, I'm taking the car. You want to get out of the city? You can walk like everyone else.
You'll pay for this, Bradley!
It's the end of the world. Nobody cares what happens to you.
Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't there supposed to be a big elevator there? I wonder what happened to it.